are getting ready. Let's go ahead for the last time, talk about some of these teams coming in here. Let's start with the lower bracket players. We got KC, Kitten Corp coming up here. I heard Rex refer to them as the blue wall. Not necessarily the case with these guys, more like the demo wall, it feels like, after last match. I'm not letting bias get ahead of me or anything. Anyway, Joshi, Daki, and Teo. They had some problems at the start of the league, but they really did come together and they have shown up for these playoffs. And more specifically, they've shown that they are a dominant team in this league.
Yeah, I mean, Carmine Corp, the blue wall, Kitten Corp, the firewall, coming in with 20 demos in the last series over just 4 games, 16 of which Teo had. Insane plays coming out from Kitten Corp. If they can keep this up, then the structure from IBuyFursuits might as well just break in on each other, and that would be a very scary prospect for IBuyFursuits to face.
Yeah, and I'm just looking at the standings from league play. IBuyFursuits and Kitten Corp near opposite ends of the standings. IBuyFursuits being second and then Kitten Corp being fifth. Yet now they clash in the final, possibly final series, and I still don't really know who's going to take it. That just shows how close pretty much every team has been this entire league.
For sure. And I mean, like, both of these teams are here to win. IBuyFursuits has done it before, though, in the mid-season tournament. And with them being as confident as they are, getting into the grand finals in this spot, I kind of wonder if we see that confidence prove to be too much for KC. Anyway, guys, I think everyone is ready. The chat has predicted. I want to hear what you guys think. Who is winning the grand finals? Are we going to get a bracket reset and have Kitten Corp win the whole thing? Or are we getting an IBuyFursuits victory today?
I mean, I would love for Kitten Corp to take the bracket reset and beat IBuyFursuits afterwards. And just to keep the hopium alive, I'm gonna predict it. Kitten Corp gonna take both best of 7 series and fight back against IBuyFursuits in the best possible way.
I'm gonna have to agree with that, because just with how that last series went, Kitten Corp is gonna have so much momentum going into this, and even if they lose first game, possibly even second game, that momentum's still gonna keep up, and I know that they can most definitely turn that around if they do happen to lose a couple games. They are at the very least forcing a bracket reset.
Okay, so you guys are going for the bracket reset. Well, we'll come back for another prediction if we get to that. But personally, I don't know. I think IBuyFursuits has what it takes here. They are a very aggressive team, a very mechanical team. Some team players even think that they're a little bit of an unfair team. They've got some really good potential on their side, and I don't know if they're going to fall to the same traps that FoxClan was falling against last series. And I'm going to give it to IBuyFursuits. I think it's going to go game 7. But I'm giving it to IBuyFursuits here.
He's going the sane route. I see.
There's got to be one of us on the desk, guys. But for the last time, guys, or maybe the last time, we've said all we can. We got to let the players play. So let's go ahead and do that. It's the final match of the day. And Yuki just couldn't get there in time. Let's go and done. Oh, whoops. As Aerolax to NA production, guys. Kitten Corp versus IBuyFursuits.
There we go.
Starting now.
Alright, let me do that again. Over 2 months of league play, all leading up to this. The final match between the Giants, Kitten Corp and IBuyFursuits, reigning as first and second place of playoffs. And this is what it all comes down to. Aerolax, go for it.
Thank you, thank you. As we get into this game, possibly the final series of this entire league of Season 0. And IBuyFursuits looking to do that as a shot comes out from Corp. It's going to be saved away from Sharky. Now Golden, another shot. Already IBuyFursuits putting on a lot of pressure of Kitten Corp. But Kitten Corp not faltering under that pressure. They have so much momentum behind them. as Sharky gonna blast this one downfield. Golden goes for the shot. It's gonna be wide. Now Teo trying to keep this controlled. It's not going to happen. Corp puts it over, possibly goes for a demo as well. It's gonna land, and Vayan is going to put in the first goal.
And Kitten Corp suddenly having their own tactics turned against them here. Corp with the good demo on the back line, and Vayan has a nice shot. Teo was close to that ball, but did not have the boost to get there in time. And now IBuyFursuits up quick in this grand finals. We're gonna have to see how Kitten Corp respond here. Docky trying for a little bit of something, but it's an overcommit, and IBuyFursuits suddenly up by 2.
And it's not the kind of start you want if you want to keep your momentum going on the side of Kitten Corp right here. Quick 2 goals for IBuyFursuits, but being down by 2 goals is not gonna stop Kitten Corp for long if they can get their footing in this series. Vayan with a good kickoff win there, but Sharky Boy up for the ball, taking with his demo chase, and it's gonna go backward, but a good touch from the side of IBuyFursuits. It's gonna keep them alive. 2-goal lead still going on for IBuyFursuits.
And that 2-goal lead, they're gonna be absolutely loving that, but Kitten Corp, as you said, is not going to be backing down that easily. Corp gonna try and get this one out, gets it around, but Sharky immediately putting that one back into the IBuyFursuits corner. Now Teo getting bumped. Vayan gonna put this one over Sharky. It's gonna be a 1v1, but Teo with the bump gonna save his team from a possible 3rd goal for IBuyFursuits. But IBuyFursuits putting on so much pressure, but a breakaway. Sharky's gonna have to turn this one around quick, get the flick, but Corp is going to be up for the save. A glorious save. I don't think he even had boost for that, but was able to just guess where Sharky would flick that and got it perfectly. As we reach 3 minutes left on the clock. Kitten Corp gonna try and look for another one. 50 through. Vayan is gonna put it up. Corp puts it over, but Docky is gonna be there. Goes for the shot. It's gonna be very weak. Teo with a couple bumps as well, but Vayan going to take this one out. And IBuyFursuits keep their lead. Oh no! But Vayan with the pinch off the corner. It's going to be a 3rd one for IBuyFursuits.
I mean, what can you do there? That shot is just incredible. Sharky tries to get to it, but it hits that corner in just the right spot. And I mean, let's be real. Who's saving that one when it's going into the back of your net like that? Definitely not me. But IBuyFursuits, definitely a dominant start to their grand finals run. And we're seeing a little bit coming out from K-Corp. They're trying to get some bumps and demos going, and there have been some shot opportunities. But the game sense coming out from IBuyFursuits has just been next level. You can see it right there with the save Corrupt got. This is a perfect opportunity for them right here because Vayan's just in the right position. And I mean, these guys are showing up just as dominant as they did in the winners final.
Yeah, and Teo and Darky just relying on Sharky by a little too much there. Both of them rotating upfield, trying to get their team some offense going, but Sharky was not done saving the ball, and instead it's just falling to an IBuyFursuit member, and you can't really do that against them. It's just gonna be a free shot. Sharky Boy still up in the air, and no way for him to get back down to that. Kitten Corp still looking to play on the same pace that they did against Foxden, and it's just not working out.
Yeah, but Kitten Corp still not going to back down here, as even with a 4-goal lead, possibly 5 as that one goes off the bar, Kitten Corp might just have to call this game as a loss and just try and figure out what they can do to break past this IBuyFursuits team, as that one is going to go in off of a mistouch from Corp.
That's good for Kitten Corp. Get some momentum going into this next game. There's still plenty of chances here. There's a minute 43 left, and Kitten Corp only down by 3. So if you can cause more of those on the back line from IBuyFursuits, there is a great chance that they can get back into this game. Now Teo taking that touch off of Docky's kickoff. Not able to find much more with it, and Sharky just a little bit too far forward to be able to contest that ball, but Docky does get a chance. Vayan will be the first one up to it, though. Sharky with the shot. It's going to be a little bit wide. And you can see that Corp and IBuyFursuits just playing back and safe right now. They know that they've got a 3-goal lead and they don't really need to push. But when they do push, then Corp getting goals like this. And you got to think, IBuyFursuits might not be able to be stopped here.
Yeah, and Corp with a clean, breezy flick to put it above the defender. Very nicely executed. Looks like the defense was not expecting any more contact on that ball to come out at all. Instead, Corp is gonna just slam it into the goal, and almost KC able to do there, but Golden with the goal line safe, and that ball looked almost completely black. Insanely done by Golden to keep the 4-goal lead intact, and that might have just sealed game 1 for IBuyFursuits.
And that has most definitely sealed it for IBuyFursuits, as a 4-goal deficit to come back from in under a minute is no easy task. And as I said before, Kitten Corp might want to just chalk this one up as a loss and just figure out what they can do to get past this IBuyFursuits team, as they have started with an absolutely dominant performance in this game 1. But I know, knowing this Kitten Corp team, that they have it in them to bring this back.
Absolutely. 20 seconds left and a long clear downfield. Sharky will be able to get that save. But it is going to end up being an IBuyFursuits victory in this game 1. Only 3 more until they are the RFDL champions, but they got to fight for it. And Sharky and company are definitely not going to let them take it as easily as this game was for them. As IBuyFursuits take the first game in our grand finals, and you got to say, IBuyFursuits, their shots are on point, guys.
They are shooting pretty accurately, and Kitten Corp getting 1 goal for themselves, but off of a little bit of a mistouch in defense, so that's definitely not something you want to rely on for Kitten Corp's side. Definitely want to adapt your strat that you've just put up against Fox Clan to work against IBuyFursuits, and you have to do it quick.
Yeah, absolutely, because you do not want to allow them any more games, or else it's going to be even more of an uphill battle.
Yeah, guys, and we see in this first game, it was just a lot of aggression coming out from IBuyFursuits, and it did work out. And for Kitten Corp, their strategy from the last series not working as well as they'd wanted to. You can see Teo going for some of those demos. You can see Daki trying to get some bumps and rotations, but it's just not working out, and it's kind of putting Sharky Boy in some bad positions. Hopefully they can get those rotations kind of cleared up, and they will have an easier time going about this game number 2.
Yeah, now I will say, a lot of the goals that IBuyFursuits scored in that first game did come from Kitten Corp defensive mistakes or overcommits. So if they can iron those out, then Kitten Corp might still have a good chance in this game number 2, but only time will tell as we head into it. Kickoff, game number 2, IBuyFursuits up by 1. Can Kitten Corp come back in game number 2?
We shall see, as a shot early on gets saved by Sharky Boy, but Golden just going to keep up that pressure for IBuyFursuits. Daki trying to remove this one from their side. Sharky going to help with that, finally getting it over Corp, but Golden once again just going to be there to put it right back into the Kitten Corp half. Now finally a bit of a breather for Kitten Corp, but it's going to get sent right the way back. A demo attempt from Corp. It's going to be a scramble on the goal line, and Kitten Corp able to get away from that one. In just 30 seconds already, we've seen a lot of action on the Kitten Corp side. Hopefully we'll see some on the IBuyFursuits side as well.
Right now, Golden trying to put that over to the side. Shot attempt coming up from Corrupt, but Vayan double commits here. Daki's in a favorable position. The doink is a little bit too high, and Vayan barely reaches that. You can see Sharky going for that shot. Now Golden having to make a goal line save as well, and we remain tied a minute in, but we're seeing a lot more Kitten Corp pressure. Sharky with an amazing pass down, but it's going to be up to Teo to get the shot, and I think they had it, but Vayan just solid on that backboard defense, and I think we see a lot more backboard defense from IBuyFursuits than we see from a lot of other teams, and it seems to be working out for them.
Yeah, backboard defense definitely the name of the game if you're playing against those high mechanical teams that can just convert a good bounce off the backboard into an insanely hard to save double tap. And Those backboard saves coming in hot on that part, but Kitten Corp able to score the first one here. Not sure if there was a demo or what exactly happened. Yeah, there was. Teo coming in hot once again. And IBuyFursuits not expecting it.
And I will say, we were saying before this match that the strategy that Kitten Corp was using last series wasn't working, but I feel like it would still work. They just weren't utilizing it as much as they possibly could. As we saw there in that goal, getting that bump on the IBuyFursuits team was just enough of a disruption to give them a goal and give them a lead in this game. And they're gonna have to keep up that pressure as much as possible because IBuyFursuits has been putting on so much pressure from Kitten Corp. And they're gonna have to try and get some pressure of their own here as Daki tries for the bump, but Corp just not going to jump until it's just barely in front of the net to make sure that he doesn't get bumped. Now Daki gonna try and turn this one around. Corp putting it up high. Sharky gonna have to make a save. Gets very good control off of it. Gets a 50 out. That's gonna allow them just a little bit of a breakaway here, but Daki gonna have to make a save there. Now Sharky not getting a good touch there. Vayan gonna try and put this one into the corner. Coming up on 2 minutes remaining. We go into the IBuyFursuits half. Golden gonna pop this one over Daki. It's only Sharky back. He's gonna make a great 50, but it's only gonna go as far as Vayan. Sharky once again up, but it might be a bit of a mistouch. No, it's gonna go over to Daki. And Vayan popping this one up, trying to get a shot here. Corp with the shot, but it's gonna be saved. And still not out of it yet. Kitten Corp finally gonna get a clear, and finally they can breathe just a bit of a sigh of relief.
Sharky trying his best to keep this in the attacking third. Daki will have that over to the wall. Sharky trying to get a touch on it, and Teo's gonna have to play it off the corner. But that just gives it to an IBuyFursuit member to go for this IBuyFursuit counterattack that they're so well known for, but no one there to take the second touch. And out of nowhere, Sharky is able to take that into the IBuyFursuit's back half. And we're seeing a lot more of a controlled rotation from Kitten Corp, but that's not gonna help them out. Corrupt gonna score the first one for IBuyFursuits, and I guess I cast cursed it.
You might have, but you also created something beautiful in the process. 1, 2, 3, everyone getting a little bit involved in that play, and IBuyFursuits coming in last 90 seconds of the game and equalizing it, and you know, that's all it takes. Everyone's game to win right here. 70 seconds still on the clock, and Casey trying for another offense. But the ball is just gonna float high in the midfield. IBuyFursuits now with the opportunity for some offense. Dark keeping it in the corner. A demo from Corp. We've seen a lot of those, and we've also seen a lot of giveaway of possession, I would like to say, from the side of Kitten Corp, with some very intelligent fakes for the side of IBuyFursuits.
Yeah, but coming up on 40 seconds left here, tie game, we might be looking at overtime, which is a massive difference from what we saw in game 1. Kitten Corp have seemed to find their stride once again and are now putting on a lot of pressure on IBuyFursuits, showing that IBuyFursuits will not be able to take this in a sweep possibly, but Kitten Corp gonna want to take at least one game here to put momentum back in their favor as we count down 5 seconds left. It's in the IBuyFursuit side, still very dangerous, but Vayan gonna keep this one out and put it down, and we're going to have overtime in game 2.
And this one kind of crucial for Kitten Corp to win, but it might be a kickoff goal. No, it's off to the side to start out, but Vayan getting some pressure in the Kitten Corp side is not what you want to see for Sharky and the crew. As Corrupt has it past one, Daki has to scramble on the backline for the save. Not a lot of boost, and Teo lacking the same resource. Now Sharky has to go up for this one, and we're seeing a lot of pressure coming out from IBuyFursuits off this kickoff. A shot!
Oh!
And it's gonna be Golden that puts in the second one for IBuyFursuits.
That's really rough for Kitten Corp. They've been holding on so well, and Teo just off by a little bit on that touch to safety for Kitten Corp. IBuyFursuits up by 2 in the grand final, and it's looking a little dire for Kitten Corp, though game 2 looked a lot better for them than game 1. If they can keep this going, they still have a good chance in this grand final.
Yeah, if they can keep up that momentum that they have started to gather back, they're most definitely going to start winning games and possibly force this bracket reset, which I don't know about you guys, but I'm very, very excited to see that. And I know for a fact that Kitten Corp is most definitely capable of doing so.
Yeah, and that wasn't really a very high-scoring game, to be said. I think that could have went either way. It was just mainly off of that kickoff. There was so much pressure coming out from IBuyFursuits, and I mean, you can only guard the goal for so long, and then suddenly that shot goes into the back of the net. And I mean, like, you know, if you just had a little bit of a better clear, that might be going a little bit differently, but you did everything you can. At least you kept it a lot closer in this second game. Now you just got to keep going, and soon enough you'll start getting some game wins of your own. And we hope to see that soon, as we want a big series on our hands here. But IBuyFursuits definitely going to be feeling good about going 2-up.
IBuyFursuits on a little bit of the other side. I believe they want to end this quick. A 4-0 sweep is on their mind probably, and they are on the best way to do that. Going into game 3, they only have to win 2 more to be the champions of RFDL Season 0 playoffs, and they're gonna do everything they can. But Sharky with a demo,
Nice.
KT coming out hot in game number 3, 1 goal lead, 8 seconds in, and what a play.
This is exactly what I was wanting to see, just getting that physical play in, Sharky getting that demo on Corp, just leaving that net completely open for another Kitten Corp member to just slam that into the back of the net, and that is the momentum that they want to keep up here. As going into this game 3, they want to make sure that IBuyFursuits doesn't get to match point, especially this early on in the series. But Sharky gonna try and get this one through. Corp gonna block it, but Daki's just right there. Their positioning seems to have come back to what it was before, and they're playing very well. But IBuyFursuits playing very well as Golden gonna put that one high, and Kitten Corp gonna be able to turn this one around, but Corp gonna be back to make that save, put it back into the corner. And another shot coming out from Teo. It's gonna be wide once again. And Golden gonna keep this one into the corner. And Corp now gonna finally turn this one right around, keeping us at a 1-goal game.
And Corp been doing a really good job of keeping the defensive line held, as he did right there. That was an incredible save coming out from him. That one's clip-worthy, that's for sure. As Daki tries to keep the offense going, and Teo is going to benefit from the bump, getting the second for Kitten Corp.
Look at this play, Daki. He knew exactly what he was doing, passing the ball mid. Sharky Boy was up too, but he's not even needed this time. Daki and Teo showing what they can do, doubling the goalie, and that's gonna feel mighty good for the side of Kitten Corp.
Yeah, absolutely it will be, as now 2 goals up. It looks like IBuyFursuits might be trying to read a bit into what Kitten Corp's doing and possibly copy them as well, because it seems to be working so very well. As Corp gonna try and take this one full field, not gonna get the reset, and Daki gonna slam this one back downfield. Golden going to do the same as well. A bit of boomer ball here as Teo gonna put it off the back wall. Daki's gonna take this one under, but now Golden in a very dangerous position. Sharky gonna get it around, but there's going to be a player back, is there? No, there isn't. A pass out to Daki, and that's going to be the 3rd goal for Kitten Corp.
And are we starting to see the comeback that everyone has wanted in the chat? They want that bracket reset, and Kitten Corp is trying to make sure that that happens. Excellent touch from Daki. You thought that he might be a little bit caught up in that play, going for the bump, and then running into Sharky Boy in the process, but it actually put him in the perfect spot, as Sharky was just in the perfect spot with that save, and a miss from Corrupt. And this is something that we've seen from IBuyFursuits ever so often, is that they start having some defensive whiffs, and that might be what Kitten Corp need to take advantage of if they want to take this series and even the next one that comes after it. Now Daki had a shot opportunity, accidentally backflips out of it, so gonna have to leave it for Teo, who immediately is going for that bump. And Golden gonna have to put this over to the side. The ball bouncing awkward. It's going to be going towards the Kitten Corp half. Not the best touch from Teo, rolling down the corner, but Sharky will be there for the 50. Docky a little bit far up, but he will get the beat as well. And now we see IBuyFursuits where they like to be, in their opponent's attacking third, but unfortunately for them, once again, can't seem to find any sort of offensive opportunity. And I wonder what Kitten Corp is doing so well in this game to shut down IBuyFursuits.
Yeah, it's looking like a completely different team they're up against here. IBuyFursuits over and over again just in the wrong position, and KC in the right ones. Teo with a good save on the goal line, gonna keep the 3-goal lead intact as we hit 1 minute and 40 on the clock. And Teo now down to Sharky Boy, who doesn't quite read Teo's pass down. But Kitten Corp still up by 3 goals here, and this game is looking a lot better from them, having the control in the offense, having the good defense on lock, and IBuyFursuits just struggling to find something that's working against that strategy change right here.
Yeah, but with a minute left, this game might be all Kitten Corp, which is very good to see. Just a complete flip in momentum. And that is what they're going to need to keep doing. As Sharky gonna get a flip reset. Corp gonna get a save, but it might still go in. No, it's gonna be out. Now Vayan gonna try and put some hope back in the IBuyFursuits side. Corp gonna put it over, but it's gonna be barred down and out. Now Docky, another. Oh my goodness, just constant shot after shot here. And I can't even. I'm starting to lose my words here. I'm getting way too excited for this.
And IBuyFursuits, 30 seconds left, or they are going to lose this game. And while most, or not most teams, but while a lot of teams, excellent shot from Docky. As I'm trying to say, while a lot of teams would say that this IBuyFursuits team is a little bit overpowered with Vayan, Docky, you're gonna shut me up. Can I say my piece, Docky? No, apparently not. As I was gonna say, a lot of people say having Vayan on the team as the freestyler of the group, a little bit lower cost in the draft based off our drafting methods, makes this team seem unbeatable, overpowered even. But Kitten Corp proving right here that that is not the case, as an excellent game comes through from them. They are going to lose 1 goal, but with 6 seconds left, there's nothing IBuyFursuits can do to take this game number 3.
IBuyFursuits, before those last 14 seconds of this game here, they've just been looking like a completely different team. They were scrambling all over the place. Even if they did get an offensive chance, people were just on the wrong position all over the pitch, unable to follow up each other's touches. And Kitten Corp, with a 3-goal lead, is gonna take game 3 pretty decisively, and that's something that you love to see as a Kitten Corp fan.
Absolutely. And they're gonna most definitely use that momentum going into this game 4, as we might see a similar thing that happened between FoxClan and Genopause, losing those first 2 games, but then Kitten Corp coming out of this game so dominant, complete flip from what we saw in game 1, and just an amazing performance from them. And if they can keep that up, we are most definitely seeing a bracket reset.
You gotta take a look at Docky here on Kitten Corp. A standout performance there. 3 goals off of 5 shots with an assist and a save. Definitely doing the most for his team in this game, and we're gonna need him to keep doing that along with Sharky and Teo, as whatever they did in this game worked so much better. But now it's up to IBuyFursuits to be able to adapt to the strategy that Kitten Corp is using. And we're going to have to see if they are able to do so going into game number 4 here on Forbidden Temple. And we got all these players. I'm sure they're ready to get another win in the books, as no timeouts still have been called. And game 4 is now about to be underway.
And it's still pretty much a must-win for Kitten Corp if they want to have a chance. I mean, they would just be up against a triple match point from IBuyFursuits, but if they win this one, they still have another best of 7 they would have to go through. So They would like to take as little games as possible. And Darky trying to make it happen. The own goal from IBuyFursuits. The Foxcat spirit is still in the air. And a quick own goal to start off game number 4.
Yeah, that's a very unfortunate position from IBuyFursuits. Golden is rotating back to net, but just happening to be in the perfect position for that to bounce straight into their net. But Kitten Corp gonna be absolutely loving that one, as Sharky gonna be up for this redirect, gonna go off the back wall and gonna be rolled down. Not the bounce that he wanted for sure, but it still keeps up a lot of pressure on that IBuyFursuits side. And now a team bump from Daki, and it might spell disaster. No, Teo is gonna get that one out. And even more team bumps as well. Kitten Corp just scrambling on just every single part of the field. They're gonna have to fix that communication and quick, or else IBuyFursuits is going to have a very easy time in this game. But Golden gonna try and turn this one around, taking it very, very slow. Daki, not much boost. And Teo as well, but Corp up. It's gonna be a 50 through, and Corp is going to tie up this game.
And you can see Sharky there. He's not in a great position. The ball coming a little bit too close to him. And he tries to get the 50 on Corrupt. And Corrupt honestly plays that so well. Putting that down and to the ground off the bounce into the net. And it's a really well-played 50. That's all I can really say about that goal. Now, IBuyFursuits with another chance. Teo gonna have this off of their own back wall though, and Daki with a good read to put this onto the IBuyFursuits side, but it only goes as far as Bayan. Now Teo up in the air, and we're seeing a lot coming out from the members of Kitten Corp. A lot faster to these air challenges than they were before. However, that might be too little too late, as Corrupt gonna score another.
And what a play again here, Bayan. An insane touch, slowing the ball down on the backboard hip to make it easier for Corp to hit it. Absolutely insanely creative play coming out from Bayan there, and the communications for IBuyFursuits just on point right there. They are starting to look very scary once again, and Kitten Corp maybe beginning to fear as well, as we see them going for another offense here. Up the back for Daki with their shot, but it's blocked by Bayan. Good effort by Kitten Corp, but IBuyFursuits able to block it for now. They are not quite out of the situation yet though. Corp tries to take control, and a good flick is gonna keep them safe for now.
So now Teo, from the pass from Sharky, is gonna slam this one downfield. Bayan has to get a save out, but Sharky gonna turn this one around. Corp has to dive for this and keep it in the corner, but so many of the Kitten Corp side just keeping this one in a dangerous spot. That's going to be off the backboard. Corp gets a crucial touch. Now Sharky off the backboard once again. This IBuyFursuits backboard just getting absolutely abused as Kitten Corp constantly keep up that pressure, but it's finally going to be released a little bit, but now a massive clear. Golden's not going to be there, and Sharky has tied up the game.
And that is a gift given to Sharky there, as Golden just didn't have boost in time, and they didn't go up the wall. They went for the read on the shot. Unfortunately, a little low on that one. And Kitten Corp definitely going to love to see that come back for them, as that still puts them well within this game. However, IBuyFursuits are so fast to equalize.
And look at that control from Bayan here. The jump off the sidewall looked so awkward, but he just rolls into position, flips underneath the ball, and an easy follow-up for IBuyFursuits to pull right back up ahead. Although 2:24 on the clock, almost half the game still to play, so Kitten Corp more than enough chances, especially with waterfalls like that, but it's gonna be saved away from IBuyFursuits. And a double commit in offense from Kitten Corp is not what you want to see. However, it's not going to cost them yet, as Daki misses the touch in defense, but Teo was there and ready. You see him be in the backline and not going for demos, and this time it's been working out really well for Kitten Corp. Sharky now missing a touch. A little bit uncharacteristic, but happens from time to time. And it's going to work out pretty well. Teo puts it towards net. It's wide again, and Sharky can't quite get the follow-up. This looks open, but good defense from Kitten Corp. 3-2 still on the scoreline.
And we're seeing a lot of passing plays trying to be used by Kitten Corp, but IBuyFursuits is just reading them constantly, doing so well against them, and using some passing plays of their own as this one's going to go off the crossbar. And Kitten Corp just going to get out of that by the skin of their teeth. But it's not over yet as Daki and Teo both have 0 boost. And Corp going to be up for this one, gets the reset. Sharky going to cut this one off. Now Golden in a very awkward position is going to go high. Daki does not have the shot, and Teo and Daki both double commit. It's now a 1v2 situation. Sharky tries to go for the boost, but it isn't there. But Corp puts the shot right onto him. And with 1 minute remaining, IBuyFursuits in a good position, but Kitten Corp still has a chance here. As the flick, it's gonna go bump, and Sharky is going to tie up the game once again.
And you could see it was coming from a mile away. You saw Sharky minimal boost. Vayan kind of on the back line has to go up for the save, and Sharky just boosts right underneath that ball, straight into Vayan. And that's exactly what you want to see from Kitten Corp. But they're going to need to work on their boost control a little bit with all this IBuyFursuits pressure. You can see Corrupt has stolen the corner boost many times from the squad, and it has left them in very awkward positions on the backfield line where they're scrambling to try and get any sort of saves. They're going to need to stop relying on those corner boosts so much for their boost if they want to be able to take down IBuyFursuits. It's the same thing we said from last time they played in the upper finals. And we're still seeing them have some troubles, but they're having a lot less trouble this time.
Oh no! Oh, Sharky's back.
He's spawning. Oh,
save.
Sharky gets the defensive touch. But IBuyFursuits are still up here. 9 seconds left on the clock. Equal game for now, but the pressure is building for IBuyFursuits in front of the net. Can someone follow it up? Corp isn't there in time, but one more chance. 1 second on the clock. Blocked by Sharky and it's touching down overtime in game number 4.
And this is so intense. Kitten Corp just fighting for their lives here, because if they lose this one, it's going to go to match point for IBuyFursuits.
What a touch.
Which is a very dangerous position to be in, but Teo gonna be able to keep that one out. Corp and Vayan putting on so much pressure, but that's gonna be a massive clear out. Teo with the redirect with Vayan with a massive save, keeping them in this game. And now Sharky, just Kitten Corp as a whole, is going to be just absolutely gobsmacked by that save. That was such a gorgeous save from Vayan. And now IBuyFursuits trying to move forward with that momentum. As Vayan going to clear this one down, it's going to go to Daki. Daki puts it back to Vayan. And a 50, it's going to go off this back wall. Sharky avoids the bump, but doesn't go for this ball. He's going to instead clear it out very high. Corp not getting the touch, but Vayan once again getting a crucial save, keeping them in this game 4 here as we reach a minute in overtime. We've had so many chances from both teams as Corp gonna put this shot wide, and Kitten Corp gonna try and move this one away.
Oh, but a pass to Corrupt, and that's gonna be it! And IBuyFursuits go to a championship point! Oh, what a pass coming out from Golden. Sharky has to try and flip into it, but he can't quite get there in time. And Daki immediately calling a timeout as Kitten Corp is on their last lives here. What a game.
What brilliance coming out from both teams. This shot in 20 seconds OT. The amazing redirect, honestly, from Teo. But then the read from Vayan to keep them in, and they're just able to turn it on its head this overtime. Going into a triple match point. IBuyFursuits are on the brink of winning RFDL Season 0 playoffs and pretty much the whole league, let's be honest.
Well,
this is just such a difficult position for Kitten Corp to be in, because in order to force even a bracket reset, they will have to win 3 games in a row against this team, which is shown to be so very dominant.
And we'll look at the game replay from this game number 4, as it was such a back and forth affair between both teams, and excellent shots coming out from everybody, but it's that backline defense of Vayan that you have to look at that confirmed that win for IBuyFursuits, getting up and doing some really good work on that back wall. As we've said, we haven't seen a lot of people doing that here, and Vayan obviously just knows their defense so much better. And it's really helping out the squad here.
Absolutely, IBuyFursuits playing out of their mind right now. Kitten Corp almost able to take this game. This might have been it. Teo with the redirect, but Vayan somehow reads it. Able to save it away, and then from the most unlikeliest of position, an amazing path, and Corp is just ready for it. Slots it in. No way for Sharky to save that one. And Kitten Corp, they can't be too mad about that game, but they have to win 3 in a row now.
Yeah, but just again, just that save. I thought it was over, and Kitten Corp had tied up the series there. But just again, what an amazing save from Vayne, and then to pretty much immediately turn that around is such a good look for IBuyFursuits. But Kitten Corp is going to have to just look at the positives, because even though they lost that game, they kept it so close in such an intense match. And if they can keep up that pressure, that momentum, just the strength that they had in that game, they can most definitely take a game. And if they can take one game, they can take 2. If they can take 2, they can take 3, and we can get a bracket reset.
Well, it all starts with this next game, and we are getting ready. The timeout is over. But I think the kickoff might have been a little bit scuffed here. I think everybody's trying to join in. No, not everybody's here. So we need to leave. Yeah. No, apparently they're going. Okay. Well, guys.
Going? All right.
I guess we're here game 5 time. And we're going to see if Sharky and the company can force a game 6. Which it looks like they might be able to.
Off the kickoff. No matter whether it's scuffed or not, the first goal has fallen in 8 seconds, and it's gonna favor Kitten Corp. They are getting the goal that might decide whether they're gonna live or die in this playoffs right here. 4 minutes 49 for them to hold on to their lead, maybe extend it, maybe just try to keep the ball away from IBF. Anyway, you have to win this one, or it's all over. Your top 2, GG, well played. They will try to go for top 1 though.
Yes, they will indeed. But IBuyFursuits gonna look to cut that off as Corp and Vayan once again a beautiful passing play. Just going to get a demo, and then that flick past Teo, and then Corp has an open net to shoot at. Sharky just trying to dive from behind, but there is no hope for that one getting saved. IBuyFursuits once again tying up the game, and we've seen so many times Corp and Vayan just hooking up on those passing plays. And Kitten Corp is going to have to look to just cut those off as much as possible, as that seems to be the most dangerous thing that they're having to deal with here.
Yeah, and we're going to have to see what happens as IBuyFursuits seeming to be looking for some demos. You can see Golden on the back end there trying to hunt. And that might be what IBuyFursuits needs to be able to take this one, as demos can be truly very effective on any team as long as they're done at the exact right time. Corrupt looking for the touch on Sharky as the ball goes in front of the Kitten Corp net. A double commit to save. And you got to see Sharky clear this one out, which he does. And Daki with the shot. Vayan will be on the side, playing that very patiently. And with the tied game on our hands, we're going to have to see which team cracks on the defensive line first. It might be IBuyFursuits, but Teo's shot is a little bit to the side, and we remain tied here with a minute or 3 minutes, 20 seconds left.
And it's been a very rough angle for Teo to hit right there. Would have been even better if he did, but can't really be too mad about that one. However, it's gonna keep us at this equal game. Once again, KC on the offense, no one's there to follow up though. Ducky gets the ball to the side, and this might be a Sharky Boy opportunity off the side one with a lot of boost. But Vayan is there for the challenge, and it's gonna keep IBuyFursuits safe from a Sharky Boy attack. Once again, the ball is going forwards into the yellow half. No one's there to follow it up. Teo towards the net, but Gold was back in time to save it. Now it's Corrupt's time.
Oh no!
Towards the net and not in.
And that one's just gonna drop right in off of that clear from Corp. See, get the touch here, and I believe Sharky went up for this, but just misread it ever so slightly. and Daki could not get back, and IBuyFursuits now up by 1 with near half the game remaining, possibly the final game if Kitten Corp cannot answer back. As Golden gonna put another shot on net, but Teo just gonna clear this one out. And Corp, another shot, that's going in! And Corp increasing their goal lead once again.
And that could be the final nail in the coffin there. Usually Kitten Corp keeps this pretty close, but this is already a 2-goal game with half the game remaining. And it's so hard to score on this IBuyFursuits defense. They're really going to have to become creative with their goals here in this game number 5. As Van is going to have this off the back wall, playing it so well to the side where no one's at. And now we have a Rule 1 that was broken, I believe, by Van. And now Kitten Corp fans are hoping for the Rule 1 curse to come into effect, as there seems to be a chance for Kitten Corp in the win here. And I mean, what are you gonna do there? Corrupt's gonna score.
Yeah, you know the Rule 1 curse can only do so much for you, but if Corrupt is gonna just die like that, then there's not much you can do. 3-goal lead, 2 minutes left on the clock, it's still possible, but Kitten Corp, they are on the verge of defeat. One more mistake and it's all gone for their hopes, but they are still in for now. Have to catch up 3 goals, so this one's going towards the net, but Darky's there with the save. IBuyFursuits still having the pressure, Darky Boy doesn't get the touch. No one does, and they just place it to the side in the end.
So much pressure coming out from IBuyFursuits. Kitten Corp gonna need to relieve this pressure as much as possible, but that's going to be an own goal. And Golden gonna get credited with it. 5-1 with 1:40 left on the clock. And Kitten Corp is gonna have to pull out a miracle.
And I think there's a little bit of panic going on the Kitten Corp side. They're really getting pressured a lot more in this game than we thought they were in the previous ones. And my goodness, this is intense. As Golden trying to put this down to a teammate. They don't even need any more goals. They just need to waste time. And Sharky not going to be able to get a touch on this one. Van is going to be over. And Daki gets the 50. But they need to find a goal opportunity right now. They find the shot, but it's going to be put away from the IBuyFursuit defense. And guys, with a minute counting down, we might just have your RFDL champions. And with that shot from Van, that's probably going to do it.
There is only one thing that could save Kitten Corp now. Throw all the caution to the wind. Go for those demo plays you have been excelling at. But even then, 5 goals, 57 seconds, about 12 seconds per goal. It's a huge task, and I'm pretty sure that it's not gonna happen against IBuyFursuits. Every second they can hold on is gonna make it even less likely. Sharky Boy though with a good fake, but it's not gonna amount to anything. Just gonna burn even more time. They get some offense though. Vane with a good save, but the 50 comes through. Sharky Boy doesn't get the quick follow-up. 35 seconds left on the clock, and this game is pretty much all but over. There's gonna be no bracket reset. It's gonna be a 4-0 win for IBuyFursuits with a possible Brazil for the last game. And what a performance they've been putting up.
Honestly, just a great performance from either team. But IBuyFursuits just playing on another level right now. With the Brazil in the final game of Grand Finals, that is nothing to scoff at. That is an incredible performance. And Kitten Corp fighting for their lives. They had a ton of chances, but IBuyFursuits was just so good at shutting down pretty much every single one of them. And as we count down, Vayan gonna put in another one, and 4 seconds left, 7 goals. I don't think that's possible.
You know, I don't think so either, guys. I think that is going to be it. And with 4 seconds left, it's been a long 12 weeks. And at the end of it, we have our champions. Ladies and gentlemen, Twitch chat, your winners Aki's gonna score that one, but your winners of RFDL Season 0 are going to be IBuyFursuits.
The team that a lot of people have been laughing at the beginning of the league. A little more chemistry is all it needed. IBuyFursuits coming in through the mid-season tournament, through the playoffs, winning both of it. The winner of Season 0, IBuyFursuits, won it all.
And what an amazing performance as well. Just as you said, starting off the league a little bit shaky, but then just coming back and being an absolutely dominant team, pretty much bulldozing near every team that they went up against, winning the mid-season tournament against the most dominant team at that time, and now coming back and winning everything in the playoffs as well.